Hello guys, this is Roy69501 and welcome to my channel. Well, before I start, I hope that everybody had a happy Comic Book Wednesday. And I hope everybody to have an excellent weekend and excellent reading week. Well, the comic that I'm gonna display is from 1997 and it is Nightwing issue number 10. And what I like about these covers is because it has everything. You have Batman, Batgirl, Robin, and of course, Nightwing. Check that out. Awesome, huh? I'm gonna put it here. Okay, stay. Well, here's my half of the stack. Half of the stack of the critic covers from this week. Actually, yes, it's from this week, but it's 2 weeks worth of comics. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts and review about half of them. I'm not gonna do all of them because otherwise the video is gonna take too long. So I'm gonna divide it in two. This stack I'm gonna divide it in two. Well, let's start with Killer Croc issue number 1, Batman and Robin 23.4. Love this cover because of the bones flying around. Check that out. Awesome. Well, basically, this is the life story of Killer Croc and how a team of mercenaries they're after him. They want to hunt him down. We get to see that since childhood, he's been developing his crocodile skin and teeth and all that. So while he was growing up, till he become an adult, that's when he becomes a Killer Croc. He also, once he become Killer Croc, he was working as kind of like a freak show. Killer Croc fighting a crocodile. People will go and pay for it, you know. Yeah, freak show. And he always felt as an outsider. So here you get to understand in a psychology way why Killer Croc is the way he is, why he hates everybody. And it's because since he was a kid, he was an outsider. Everybody pick on him, bully him, make fun of him. You know, so you get to understand on his state of mind. And once he become a full Killer Croc, well, I guess his mind just flipped out. So he tried to do good things. The thing is that, well, the irony of life will make him do bad things. So it was a good story. It was a good story. It was really good. Let's see. This is a open-end story. This is a one-shot. It's not tied to anything at all. It's not even tied to the Forever Evil. So just main story. One-shot story. It was good. I would give it 4.5 out of 5. It was good. Love the cover. Like the cover. Next one is Batman Dark Knight, Joker's Daughter, 23.4, issue number 1. Check that out, that cover. Awesome cover. Well, what can I say about this story? Well, to have a full understanding with the Joker's Daughter, you have to be reading Catwoman. I don't read Catwoman, so, but I understood the story, this main story, I understood what it's about. You get the backstory of her, where, how she, you see, she has a complex. She has a complex that ugly is more beautiful than beautiful himself. So she was a beautiful woman, but she has a complex that she wants to be ugly because ugly is more beautiful. If that makes any sense. I mean, she is like she has a double personality, dual personality, or she just plain old bipolar. So, I don't know. I mean, she's pretty screwed up on her mind. I mean, she is screwed up. And the thing about the mask, well, she runs away. Her family treats her like, I mean, the way that she tells her life story, her childhood, what she says is the opposite of what you see. She said, well, I was happy, but you see on the panel that she was not. So it's hard to tell where she's telling the truth or lying. So I don't know if she had a happy childhood or not. Because it's like I said, she has like a dual personality or something like that. Let's see also, and then she run away and she ends up in the sewers of Gotham City. And I would have to say the same sewer as Killer Croc. Because which I forgot to mention here, but it also appears here, is that on the sewers there's like a commune. Kind of like people living down there. So here she gets to meet the leader of that clan, because the way that people live on that clan, well, men are men and women supposed to be women. It's not men abuse women in that clan on the ground, Gotham City. So she's kind of like a feminist savior, something like that. I don't want to make it sound. You know what I mean. So actually, she doesn't like how women are treated down there, and the leader of that clan, he wears a pretty cool jacket, and it's made out of pennies. You know how heavy that jackets have to be? And so, one that she meets there, their leader, before that, she's walking down the sewer and she looks at the water and she sees the Joker's face. As we remember in Death of the Family, when Batman and Joker were fighting, and Joker fell off the cliff inside the Batcave and fell into the water, and that was it. So I guess once he fell into the water, he lost his face. So now she got Joker's face. And the thing about to give her power, but in the sense that whoever where Joker's face gets the power of respect, and everybody gets scared, afraid of the person using Joker's face, because we don't know what Joker is capable of doing. So that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to get the reputation of the Joker. So in the end, she fights with the leader of the clan, underground clan, and she becomes the new leader. What will happen after that? Well, I guess for that I have to read Catwoman, which I do not read Catwoman, and I am not going to read Catwoman. I used to read it before the New 52, but got to a point where the story were pretty dumb. I dropped the title. I think I dropped it on issue 10. I think so, or 7, something like that. Or yeah, I think it was issue 10 or 11. I mean, I dropped Catwoman, I think was before Death of a Family, I believe so. I don't know, I have to go and check. Anyway, so basically that's the whole story. If you're not reading Catwoman, you're not gonna understand it, same as me. But as a story, it's an okay story. Love the cover, like the art, the colors, all that, but just a story that is just there. And the thing about the Joker story, I believe in her mind, she believes that she is the Joker's daughter. Whether she is or not, well, I guess we have to find out. We will find out eventually in the future on the New 52, if they ever tell the story. One thing for sure is that once that the Joker resurfaces, comes back again, if he lost his face, he's gonna be looking for his face. And eventually, the Joker is gonna find out that she has it. So he eventually gonna go after her to reclaim his face back again. So we'll see what will happen. I hope that will happen sometime in the future. Well, overall, just a story. Doesn't make sense at all. I will give it 3 out of 5. Next one is Wonder Woman 23.1 Cheetah. Issue number 1. Check that out. Like the cover. Well, Cheetah is the story about Cheetah. How, because if you are reading Justice League, you get to see a little bit of her origin on the story, on the Justice League. So here is more in depth. That's it. Oh, and also she's gonna become part of the forever evil gang, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see and check. Yep, she's gonna be part of the forever evil. So basically, this is her story. Through time. That's it. That's about it. It's an interesting story, like the cover. So we'll give it 4 out of 5. Wonder Woman, Firstborn, issue number 1, 23.2. Check that out. Like that cover. Well, basically, this is the story of the Firstborn. Since he was born, he was cast away from the heavens and sent to earth to be raised by humans. So, since child, he was kind of, they can feel like it was something wrong with him since he was a baby. So they want to sacrifice him. But the mother, or adopted mother, she cannot do it. So she left him in the middle of the desert until a pack of hyenas came to the rescue and feed him, and actually he was raised by hyenas. Kinda, it reminds me of the story of Tarzan. Tarzan is said to be raised by monkeys. Well, Firstborn, he was raised by hyenas, and he becomes kind of like a Tarzan. Also, he makes, which was interesting, he managed to make a pack of hyenas walk like humans. That was cool. Let's see what else. And also how he becomes a conqueror. Every time that he conquers something, he wants more and more and more. And he's doing all that because he wants to be recognized by the heavens. He wants to go back to the heavens because he wants to claim his position in the heavens with the gods. But the gods doesn't pay attention to him because he's kind of like the bad son. That's what it is. That's what it is. So on the end, the story will continue in Wonder Woman 24. And also tells you here how the Firstborn came back to life. Which we all know that Wonder Woman killed him. Now Wonder Woman becomes the God of War. So now he came back to life. Basically tells you there how he came back to that. Back to life. So first son is back to life. It was a good story. I really like it. I really like it. I really like this story. If you're not reading Wonder Woman, you might not understand it. But since I read Wonder Woman, so I give it 5 out of 5 because it was good. I really like it. I really like it. Next one is Black Hand Green Lantern 23.3. Black Hand issue number 1. Love the cover. Check that out. Check that out. Well, basically, we all know if you are reading Green Lantern, we all know that, well, he got killed. Hal Jordan killed him. So basically, it tells you the story of him, how he came back to life again. And you get that on the first 2 pages. We get to see how Black Hand came back to life. And also that when he was in prison and all that, how he escaped the prison, and he created a bunch of how he created an army of zombies. Yeah, because we all know that, well, Black Hand, well, he's dead. He's kind of like a zombie. So basically that's what it is, and we get to see his plan for the future, while he got plans. And he also go to the tomb of Hal Jordan's father's tomb and take away his arm and put him on, and he said, well, I'm going to beat you to death. So he wants to beat Hal Jordan to death using his dead father arm, because he's kind of like put it there, kind of like a transformer. So you just stick it in there, and well, I'm going to use your father's arm, I'm going to beat you to death with it. So basically that's the whole story. And also in the end, well, he's still having dinner with dead people. So it was a good story. I really like it. I really like it. I will give it, it's kind of give you like a glimpse of what's going to happen in the future with Black Hand, which is going to be interesting. Which once the Hard Jordan finds out what he did with his father's tomb, he is not going to be happy. So it's going to be interesting. So I will give it 5 out of 5 because I really like it. Next one is Justice League America Shadow Thief issue number 1 or 7.3. Check out that cover. Well, basically the story, I really like that story. The cover is okay, but the story-wise, it was so good. It's a spy story. That's what it is. Tells you the story of Shadow. Yep. Shadow Thief. Actually, she is what the name says. She's a thief. And how she manipulates Shadow because she can transport her. She can go one place to another through shadows. How she manipulates and how she controls shadows and all that. And also, she's an Israeli secret agent. She's from Mossad, which make it interesting. I really like that. Kind of reminds me of Siva of NCIS. Well, reminds me of her. Except that, well, here she got superpowers. But that attitude kind of reminds me of her. Let's see what else. It's an open-end story. It's not related to anything. Kind of looks like the introduction of a new bad guy to the new 52. That's what it is. I have to say it was pretty good. I really like the story. Basically, that's what it is. I will give it 5 out of 5. If you want to know about Shadow, if you buy Shadow Thief, even though it's a 3D or not, read it. You're gonna like it. I'm looking forward to that character because I cannot say she's a superhero. I think she's gonna be more anti-hero. I'm not sure what she's gonna be good guy or bad guy. So it's kind of hard. Next one is Batman, Superman issue number 1 or 3.1 Doomsday. Check that out. Awesome cover. I like the cover. Although I don't like the horns that they put in on Doomsday because Doomsday doesn't have horns. Well, the thing is, the story tells you history of Doomsday through the eyes of Supergirl's mom when she was a child in Krypton. That's it. Oh, and also how they tell her a kid's bedtime story, which is the story about about Doomsday and Superman. How they fought, how Doomsday came to Krypton and tried to destroy the city, and Superman came in and fight Doomsday, and they both died. Same story that we read, the death of Superman, but it's being set on Krypton as a bedtime story, which I like it interesting. So actually, that's how they erase the death of Superman in the old from 20 years ago, and that's how they're going to introduce Doomsday into the new 52. You see, they did not erase it. They kind of like, they took it from one place and put it to the other, the death of Superman. That was the smart way to do. And also, Doomsday, he's on the Phantom Zone, hanging with Zod and his gang. So that's what it is. So that it also tells you that Zod, he can escape the Phantom Zone anytime that he wants. Actually, he's working on it. So it tells you that once the Zod leave or escape the Phantom Zone, Doomsday will go out. So we'll see how they're gonna put Doomsday on the new 52 when he finally gets out. Let's see if he gets to kill somebody or what. And also, I don't like the thing that I do not like is the horns. Doomsday doesn't have horns. Doesn't have horns at all. But there, well, they have horns. So that's the only thing that I don't like. And that's about it. I really like the story. Like I said, I like the way that they not erase, but how they took the story of the death of Superman, take it off from Metropolis, and put it on Krypton as a bedtime story for kids, or a legend, or both. So it was good. I really like it. I really like it. but still don't know how they're gonna put Doomsday on the New 52. I still don't know how. Even though reading the story give me an idea, but it's not clear. So I guess I have to wait and see. I will give it 4.5 out of 5. I'm a big Doomsday fan. I have to say, even though that they changed it, but they didn't change it. I like it. I'm not gonna say, well, they change it, not the same. Well, I don't know how much they change it. The only thing that they change is the story of the death of Superman. Take it from Metropolis and put it in Krypton. That's about it. That's a legend. That's it. So we have to wait and see. So I give it 4.5 out of 5. I really like it. Well, guys, this is it. I guess I will do the other. I will still have to do a video for this one, because otherwise it's going to be a long video. So I don't know how many views it will take me, but eventually I will do it. Well, guys, this is it. I hope that you liked the video. See you later. Bye.